Hi there and welcome to another tutorial from the series 10 mixing tips. Today we're gonna have a look at subgroups and how you can work in your arrange window in order to just simplify your mix. Okay, so just let have a look at the mixer here. We have drums. Okay, here this is a drum group. We have bass. This is a bass group. Although we don't need it because we have only one just bass is DI. We have acoustic guitars, and this is the group. Electric guitars, we have the group here. All the vocals, and we have some auxiliaries, which are the effects. Okay, we have plate, we have a room, and we have power compression. Okay, in Logic, in order to create a new group, you just go here, create new auxiliary channel strip. Okay, you want to have a stereo or mono track or a surround track. Usually we have a stereo track. Okay, I'll just choose this. And from the input thing, we usually use the bass. Why we use this? Because you can send from the individual track directly, either as a send, pre-fader or post-fader, or you just send you just route the output of the channel strip directly to the input of the group track. Like here, you see we have the individual track on the bass, and I just chose the output. This is the output, this is the input. I just chose the output to be the input of the group track. Anyway, just create one. I'm gonna use whatever, just bass 40, have the output. The ascending is a thing. You can use that, or you can use the ascending thing, and you have more, like, I don't know, like 5. Okay, so it's gonna be 40, 41, and so on. Let's just create this, and you see that 40, 41, etc. Anyway, no, I'm gonna use this. Just do this. Okay, I forget to put the color here. Just color these tracks. Okay, so as you see, if I just solo the drums and go here, I just hear only the drums, and then just take this off in order to see the meters in a better way. If I just add the bass as well, the bass group. As you see, I have all the drums, all the outputs of the individual tracks directly to this group. Okay? So why I do that? Because I want to simplify my mix and think it just as one instrument, not just 7, 8, 10, 20 tracks, in order to to tame 20 tracks or whatever. Even if it's the same, the same thing, the same instrument, it's getting really confusing. Okay, so you try to have just one track in order to manipulate it in a better way and have better results. So as you see, I got crosses. Okay, I got kick, snare, hi hat, toms, and I get another track, which is a stereo track, which is something like a juggling thing from the kick and the snare, and it takes place here. It's only snares. Okay, I didn't remember that, sorry. Anyway, but I'm gonna just add the acoustic guitars as well. Okay, let's just hear it from here. So I don't think like I'm not thinking like I have 10 tracks. I'm just thinking I have 3 tracks. That's it. Okay. So I want to put acoustic guitars in. I'm gonna just uh, put the solo button here. Just mute it. Okay. I want to hear it all together. Just put the solo button and just mute it. I'm not gonna just think about what can I do this left guitar? What gonna do this right guitar? Okay, I get the balance, in terms of the if I get a lot of tracks, especially here, I get the balance, but then I've got a group so I can manipulate it as a whole thing. Okay, and just add the electric guitar as well. So as you hear it, when you have only the guitars, you get the balance. Okay, of course I've got some automation as well here, but when you have the group, you can manipulate it as a whole thing. Okay, so I can send some reverb as I did. I've got a saturation here. I've got some EQ then, and then I've got some more EQ. What is it? Okay, so first of all, if I had all these tracks in the individual tracks, my computer is gonna will be burned. Okay, I will only have so much CPU in order to get along with all these plugins. So I'm just put the saturation, the group track. Okay, I'm just putting some EQ here and then some more EQ, subtractive EQ, and then some additive EQ. But when you have so you can have as many plugins as you want and the individual tracks, but don't overdo it, because when you have the group guitar, the groups, I'm sorry, you don't need any sometimes any processing in individual tracks. Okay, let me just hear all together again from the same thing. I'm gonna put the vocals in as well. This is a new song of mine. It's called "Lost a Friend." You can hear it on YouTube. I'm gonna put a link at the end of the video. Anyway, just listen again. So what I did here, I did quite not the opposite thing, but I just mess it up a little bit. Anyway, I've got a vocal thing here. This is the main vocals. Just solo here. Listen to it. And everything will be alright. I didn't put any saturation on this track. I'm just putting all the saturations, all the saturation, and the vocal groove. Okay. Let me just rename this. So I'm gonna have a better look at that. And then I've got another vocal thing, which is just a really compressed thing. But what I did is just put all the saturation on on the group track in order to save some more EQ, some more CPU, and doesn't make, to my ears, that didn't make any difference. So I said, okay, if I can save some CPU again and it be simpler, okay, just do it, okay? Because it's the same thing, kind of. It's the same thing, but the routing is kind of different, because you have, as the last plugin, you have the saturation instead of having in the first place everything in the recording process. All the saturation, the preamp saturation comes, just as is the first thing you have, not the last thing. But if you have all the processing you want, the EQ and the compression right, you can just put the saturation just at the end of it, or just the group, or whatever you want to do it. If it sounds right, it sounds right. Okay. So what else we have here? We have auxes. Okay, I have 4 auxes. So this is my main vintage plate. Okay, I have a room as well. I have parallel compression, which I use a lot in individual tracks, as you see there, and in groups as well. Okay. Usually I'm just what I use parallel compression. Usually I do it for drums and bass. I use a delay as well. I use it a lot, and vocals. I just hear it one more time here. All right, really, tape delay kind of thing, a tube delay. All right, so that's all. Just think your instruments as individual groups, group all together, before start mixing, and you'll see, better results. You're gonna be mixing a little bit. You're gonna mix your things in a better way and simpler way, and you're gonna mix faster. Anyway, just subscribe in the video you want to hear more like that. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.